and welcome to this creative writing meditation. Now, this is a deep hypnotic meditation to access the world of your story and your characters within your powerful imagination. It's a meditation with a difference because it's going to end with you picking up a notebook and beginning to write. You might think of it as a kind of automatic writing where the spirit of your inspiration fills you and gives you words of power and inspiration. So you might like to pause this recording now just to fetch a notebook and pen. And you can also do this at your computer if you're able to sit comfortably in front of it with no distractions. For now, put your notebook aside with an easy reach and settle into your chair or wherever you are resting. And take a deep and gentle breath and sigh out all the tensions of the day. For this session, there's nothing you have to do but follow along to the sound of my voice. Another deep, gentle breath. And before you begin to relax even more deeply, have you ever wondered where stories come from? They just seem to pop into your head without effort. Now, some effort and discipline is required in writing, but the deep current of inspiration comes from a place beyond all effort. All art, one might say, comes from the stillness beyond thought. So wouldn't it be wonderful to just relax now and drift into a dreamy state where you can catch a ride on this flow of inspiration, where ideas come naturally from a place of deeper imagination. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 5 down to 1, and at each count, your inner mind will take you one step deeper into a dreamy, drifty state, until by the count of 1, you've let go all thoughts of daily life, and your body's so calm and relaxed, it's almost like it's asleep. So the first count is 5, taking that first step down into relaxation, perhaps feeling like you're floating down, or even floating upwards on soft clouds. 4, letting go any thoughts of the day, and that last bit of tension in the body can just release now. And 3, arms and legs feeling so heavy. And the number 2, breathing slow and comfortable. And 1, arriving in a place of deep peace and stillness in your deep creative mind. In your imagination now, look around you, and what do you notice? You might see a visual scene, while some of you might be feeling merely a stillness or a feeling of floating. And now you might notice just over there, it's a doorway or a portal of some kind. It leads to a magical world of your deep inner mind. Go up to that door or portal now and notice every detail of it. And if you don't see it visually, have the idea of a portal, a window that opens to another world. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 3 down to 1, and at each count you will relax twice as deep. And on the 3rd count, you'll reach forward and open that door, and it will open easily, and you'll find yourself in a beautiful landscape scene of your imagining. This is not yet your story world, it is the world before it. And the first count is 3, relaxing twice as deep now, and 2, deeper and deeper, and 1, reach for that door and open it. That's right, or step through the portal, just like that. And find yourself in a landscape of your imagination, Take a moment now to get your bearings. Is it a forest, or open field, or a desert? Perhaps water? Notice the colors, the sights and the sounds. And now you'll notice a pathway or a trail of some kind, and you can be curious about where it leads. And you easily set off down this pathway. It winds and turns through the landscape, up and down, past waterfalls perhaps, down gorges and paths covered in moss, past rocks with ancient symbols carved into them, mystic signs. And you know you have gone back in time to a mythical age, or perhaps forward in time to where what's present now is way in the past, and you're in a new present time. You're in a world of imagination in this wondrous place. And this path has a destination. It's the one you've been looking for. And there ahead you can see a clearing where a soft glowing ball of light floats in the air. Approach it now. Stand before this light now as it descends to touch the ground. And as you look into it, you can see something that seems like an opening or a portal, an inviting light emanating from it, a feeling of intrigue and excitement building in you. Yes, it's a portal to an even deeper world, and one with special significance for you. It's the world of your story, the one you are writing or the one you are going to write. In a moment you'll float through this portal and down a passage of light and find yourself in the world of your characters and events, and you will feel them so vividly and real because you will be there in that world completely. And yet if you do not yet have a story that you're working on, then a scene and a character will appear for you and an adventure will begin. The only rule is this: do not try to make things happen. Once you are through this portal, you are a character in the world, not the author. You are taking dictation, you are receiving. There's nothing for you to do but play your part and see what happens. So in a moment, I'm going to count from 3 down to 1, and the count of 1, not before, you will jump into that portal or be magically drawn into it. So 3, drawing closer, 2, excitement growing in you, and 1, step through that portal or fly into it, and you find yourself surrounded by a tube or a vortex of light. It's drawing you forward at gathering speed, faster and faster now, faster towards a scene and into the world of your story, or a new story that is completely unexpected. Zooming through the tunnel of light, tumbling, falling faster and faster. And now you sense a slowing, and you know you are near the end of this tunnel. And in a moment, I will count from 3 down to 1, and at the count of 1, not before, you will emerge suddenly into your story world, at a time and place that is unexpected. 3, closer and closer, 2, almost there now, and 1, just arrive. Arrive in your story world. All right, Just be in that scene now. Where is it? Are you inside or outside? What does it smell like? What do you see? Step even closer. What do you hear? Perhaps you see a character, your lead character, or someone new. What do they look like? How are they dressed? What are they doing? Make it so real. You are there. Good. And now let's go even deeper. In a moment, I'll count from 3 down to 1, and at the count of 1, you will step into the character you have been following. You will become them if you haven't already. So 3, drawing nearer to them now. 2, so close, beginning to merge. And 1, step into that character now. Become them, merge and meld with them. You are that character. Look at the world through their eyes now. What do you see? What do you feel? Take a moment to tune into the feeling tone of this scene. Is it bright, heavy, or sad, or rushed, or calm, or urgent? And with this feeling tone, this emotional content, and all the sensed experience, what happens? I'll be quiet for a few minutes as you allow the scene to unfold. Just follow curiosity. Something is happening just over there. Follow now. You're in a highly creative state right now. And now it gets even more interesting, because in a moment I'm going to count from 1 up to 3. And at the count of 3, not before, you will gently open your eyes, but you will keep the state of deep creativity. And you will pick up your notebook and open it and begin to write from within the story world. From within the feeling state, you are going to allow the feeling tone to bring forth words and rhythms of expression. You're not going to think or force anything. You are just taking dictation and allowing the inner mind to move you. So the first count is 1, bringing some awareness back into your body. 2, keeping the story world open like a waking dream. And knowing that even though you are in a light creative trance, you are easily able to move and opening your eyes will not disturb this trance at all. And 3, gently open your eyes now. Slowly reach for your notebook or your keyboard and start writing without thinking now. You are speaking as this character, writing as this character. If you have no story idea, then do free writing now. Letting your hand move across the page, letting words, any words, pour onto the page. No effort, no censoring. And write for at least 3 pages, or until the scene is done. And I'll be quiet for just a while as you do that now. All right. Now you may carry on writing as I take my leave, and know that you can listen to this meditation often to get into the writing space and to unlock the magic of your inner mind. The source of your story is the space beyond your thinking mind. You access it by becoming still, by feeling. The feeling generates the words. So relax, let go, and tune in to this deeper current of wonder and creativity.